Let's make apple crumble today. Hello, I am back. Lighting is definitely different because I had to do some stuff, and so I let this settle. Not too much liquid at the bottom, which sometimes it can. It smells amazing, like cinnamon. Move on to the next step, which is making the crumble piece. The first thing you're gonna need is definitely some oats. This is Quaker oats, and yes, they're from Canada. I actually got these when I came back earlier this month. Normally, when I'm at home, I actually use rolled oats and this oats combined for the 1 cup requirement. So unfortunately, I don't have the other one, so we're just going to do 1 cup of this one. How do you say? Essentially, it's not going to have as much texture, but that's fine. I kind of do it to scale depending on the size of your pan. It's 1 cup of flour, a bit of that. You have too much crumble for your apple, and that's not really great. But this does make fire granola. I think it's the mix of cinnamon, butter, and oats. Quite good to have just on its own. Add a lot more cinnamon. So that's 1 teaspoon. I'm going to use, again, like half. Baking powder, half a teaspoon. If you want to be really professional, you can level this with a knife or a spatula. I don't, so it is what it is. This is just regular table salt. Barely even like a fraction of it. I'll see that. Okay, so we don't need the flour anymore. I'm gonna pack this up. It is soft. I'm so happy. Okay, so what I did with this brown sugar is that I put it in this container, leave it out like in the air. It'll just get hard and not good. I do a 1/3 cup. Just a 1/3. To do unsalted butter. I think this is half a cup. If not, I will need to melt down more butter. But we'll give this a mix for everything on top. We're just gonna cup some of the sugar actually, because we'll give it a good mix. Your hands and mix this with the butter. You don't have to use your hands, but I like using my hands. Okay, so your mixture should look like this. So we're just gonna grab a dish and then melt this in. I feel like that's half cup. Put this in the microwave, maybe like 10 seconds. Been actually 30 seconds because the 10 seconds didn't work and I want it to be like absolutely runny. Just pour it into your original mixture. I mix it with my hands, but first things first, I want to use this fork to mix it because it's quite warm. Amount of coverage with just this. It's looking like I need more butter already, but to be honest, it depends on how crumbly you want it. If you want it on the more drier side, you can add less butter. If you want it on the more moist side, then you can add more butter. I personally love it when I add more butter. That's just a personal preference. Point where all the butter's like gone, but I still want to disperse it because I feel like the butter clumped up with certain parts, but not the rest. So this is when I use my hands. So don't worry, I already washed my hands. Do you see what I mean? Before it was like really dry looking, and now after a couple like squeezes, what I do is I don't mix. I just squeeze and rotate, and then that pretty much gets good coverage. So this is kind of ideally the crumble texture that you want, where it's not too dry but also not too wet, and this is perfect for overlaying on your crumble. Yay, so good. Great, I already washed my pan, so I'm just using a round tin. Feel free to use whatever. I don't have to worry about buttering the pan because it's, oh my gosh, I have my meeting. I need to go.